Hey guys, Jordan again. Today I want to talk about whether or not the advice you're getting is the problem, or whether you might be your own problem, whether you might be getting in your own way. There is a direct path from where you are in your life right now to where you want to be in strength and stamina, in your career, in your relationships. It's laid out, it is not a secret, and it's probably very simple. We'll stick with strength training for right now. See, fitness itself is this big. Train hard, eat whole nutritious foods, get sufficient rest and recovery. That's it. That's all there is to it. Depending on what your goals are and what type of training you're trying to do, that's where you got to make the tweaks. So training hard looks different if you are preparing for a marathon than it does if you are trying to add 50 pounds to your bench press. You still have to train hard and you still have to train consistently. Just the type might change. You still have to fuel your body properly. You still got to eat whole nutritious foods. Maybe if you're trying to add mass, you add an extra meal, but it's still going to be pretty much the same type of foods: proteins, carbs, and fats, some combination of those. And then rest and recovery. Get plenty of sleep. If you go to the gym and you're half rep in and you're playing on your phone for 5 or 10 minutes every time you take a break during a half-hour workout, or if you're eating Tostino's pizza rolls or whatever other kind of garbage you got, if you say, oh no, I function perfectly on 4 hours of sleep every night, but you wake up and you're like, I can't think or function until I've had 7 cups of coffee, that means you need sleep. It means you need better food. It means you need to exercise more consistently. You're never going to get the results you want by doing these half measures. You've got to focus on the principles and stick to it. And it's very, very simple. It's just not easy. I hear people say all the time, I go to the gym so that I can eat whatever I want. They are imagining how things should be rather than how they actually are. I want you to make a shift. I want you to shift away from how you think things should be and see them for how they actually work in reality. You can't just rewrite the rules because you want to. If you feel like you're not seeing progress, you're not failing because you aren't capable. You're failing because you're defiant. If that's your choice, if that's how you want to function, that's great. Own it. Live your truth, baby. Don't let me talk you out of it. But don't be surprised when other people are getting the results you want because they're doing the work that you don't want to do. Now, maybe you're thinking, Jordan, I've heard this before. People have said this on every fitness video on YouTube. I get it. But the reason that the message doesn't change is because the principles don't change. These are fundamental truths. They don't evolve. They don't update. Equipment changes, medical advancements change maybe, but the fundamental truths don't change. The answer is exactly the same today as it was last year. You just don't like it. So, what do? Well, when you're ready to make a change, first of all, you got to stop lying to yourself. Take a moment to do an audit of your expectations. How long should things take? If you think a 6-week program is going to get you in the best shape of your life, well, I mean, maybe if you're starting from 0, but if you have been training for a while and you're trying to progress through a plateau, it may take longer than that. I mean, advanced weightlifters, bodybuilders, for example, they may take a year to put on 1 or 2 pounds of muscle. They've just adapted to that point that it takes a lot more work. If you're brand new, you might see results pretty quick, but you just got to set the proper expectations, bottom line. Also, you've got to understand the difference between burnout and, I don't want to say laziness, but burnout and indecision or lack of commitment. If you can't stick to a 12-week program for 12 weeks, it's a commitment issue. You're not burned out. You haven't overtrained yet. It takes a while before you get to that point. Go to steelrings.store. There are 4-week programs. Pay what you want, even if that's nothing. Download it, print it out, take it to the gym, and see what happens. You know what to do. Click all the buttons, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.